Good morning. How's it going? It's Nick again. Just checking in this morning. I haven't done a video in a few days. Getting ready for my workout right now. Back on a Monday, getting into it. I want to talk a little bit today about going through times even when they're tough. I know that this is really why I want to do this channel, because I want to document my journey, and I haven't made a video in like a week now. I did 2 videos, and then I got really in my head about like, hey, this is dumb. Nobody wants to hear your story. Blah 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 blah. And it's like, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, right? Because I'm putting it out there for me and for anybody that this might connect with. And so, along with that, it's funny how you have these parallels in your journey, right? Because also over the last week, my nutrition hasn't really been on point. I do intermittent fasting, and I try to eat healthy in the other times, and do all of that stuff. And I just haven't really been doing a good job. And I actually gained a little bit of weight back, pounds on the scale. And I know that's not the most important thing. We should do measurements and things like that if we're actually trying to track progress. But it was something that really got me in my head. Something that really was a little bit demotivating to see, the scale. I popped back on, and I was back up to like 234, 235, right around there. And so I gained like 4 or 5 pounds back once I had gone under the 230. That was initially like a huge celebration for me. And so just being able to come back from that. In the past, I would have let that be something where I'm like, oh, well, you know what? I just failed, and now I'm just going to eat and not exercise and do whatever I want, and, gain all the weight back that I had worked so hard to lose, and let that really, really hit me hard. And I'm just not being that person anymore. And so really making a bounce back. I have been exercising still every day, but obviously if you're exercising and have poor nutrition, it's not going to get you where you want to go. And so, I'm stepping back in today, making a new commitment and moving forward, and just realizing that we don't have to be perfection. We don't have to be perfect. This book that I'm reading right now, it's called Chop Wood, Carry Water. It's amazing. It was referred to me by a good friend, and it's perfect because my mindset a lot of time is always focused on the end goal. At work, I want to hit these certain levels, or weight loss, I want to have a 6-pack, or you're always focusing on what's at the end. And one thing that it says is that if we have an eye on the end goal, then we only have one eye for the path forward. And that's really profound, actually, when we think about it, because we need to think about it day to day, because that's where we live. We don't live at our end goal, and most times we're never going to get to the end goal, because that goalpost is always going to be moving. I know it is for me, at least, because I can lose all the weight that I want to, but then I'm going to want to get stronger, and I can get stronger, but then I'm going to want to get more stronger, and then I'm going to want to compete, or whatever that looks like, or whatever it looks like for you. And so I think that it's something really important to give yourself grace every single day. Celebrate the little wins. Like today, I'm committed today that I'm going to eat healthy, and that I'm going to stay on track with my intermittent fasting. I'm going to get my workout in, and that's what I'm going to do. Another good friend of mine, who's been through, the program of quitting alcohol. He's also really inspired me. He's been alcohol free for a lot of years now, 8 or 9 years. And something with that is, I always ask him, I'm like, hey, what is this something that you still struggle with, and is it still hard? And he says, yeah, every day. But every day I make the decision that I'm just going to move to the next point forward. And it's like, that's a way better mentality to take things with. Is one step at a time, one step forward. When things are hard, leaning on people that are there for you and going to be there for you, and really learning to rely on yourself. Because I know that a lot of times when we're in a health journey, or especially a weight loss journey, there's a lot of self-criticisms, and we're always looking at ourselves and what we're doing wrong. And I just give everybody the challenge of, let's focus on what we're doing right. Let's celebrate our wins, and let's celebrate our successes, and those little successes, we're going to string them together, and then one day we're going to get to a place that we never thought we were going to. And we don't want to say that's a goal. That is obviously going to be our goal, to get to wherever we want to go, but focusing on that journey will eventually get us there, and we'll be there before we know it. And one thing that I've always lived by is, time's going to pass anyway. Say it's going to take you a year to lose all the weight that you want to lose. Well, guess what? That year's going to pass anyway, and your self-confidence and how you feel about yourself is going to go through the roof as you're on that journey. So don't take it for granted, and love every second, and more specifically, make sure that you're loving yourself.